Hi, I'm going to show you how you, with a few easy steps, install your sink to flush kit. The kit consists of a couple of different components. The biggest component is the reservoir, where you collect the gray water. We also have the drain pipe assembly. And we have two pieces that goes inside the toilet tank to control the water level and hold down the hose coming with the gray water from the reservoir. The tools you'll need to install the kit, it's very easy. You'll need a drill and a 3/4 drill bit and a measuring tape. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is to disassemble the existing U-trap. You'll need a bucket to catch the water that is in the U-trap. So just place the bucket underneath, and there we go. That's step number one. Step number two is to drill a hole in your vanity so we can get the gray water in the hose from the reservoir into the toilet tank. So I'm going to measure and see how far in that I need to drill the hole, and also that I go over the kick plate of the vanity. So I've already done this and marked the spot, and now I'm going to drill a hole in the vanity so we can get the tube through. And that's step number two. Step 2.5 is to minimize the amount of dirt going into the reservoir when we catch the gray water. The more dirt obviously you get, the more often you're going to have to clean and maintain the tank. So I strongly recommend that you insert the drain or the strainer that comes with the kit. And the way we're going to do that is to take out the drain stopper, and we do that by unscrewing the rod that goes into the back of the drain coming down from the sink, and then pulling the drain stopper up. And slowly pull the rod out until the drain stopper becomes loose. Tighten the knot back again tight so we don't get a leak. All right, there we go. And tighten. Okay, now we're ready. We can put the strainer in. And that's step 2.5. Step number 3 has 3 smaller steps to it. Number 1, we're just gonna really see what we have here with the main reservoir. So we got the transformer, the power. We got the gray water drain tube that's gonna go into the toilet tank. We got the water level that's going to be mounted inside the toilet tank to indicate when you have flushed and the tank is empty. And the drain tube assembly. We're going to start by pulling out the drain tube and the sensor through the hole that we just drilled. Disconnect the sensor for now so we can get it through the hole that we drilled. I'm going to feed them through the hole from the inside and out. Making sure it doesn't kink. All right. And that's close enough for now. Next step is I'm going to put the drain assembly into the tube, and I want to look and see underneath my sink approximately where the drain to the wall is coming out as well. Kind of estimate this is probably going to be. So I just put it in and tighten. Now I'm going to take the U-trap from before, and compared to the direction we had originally, I'm actually now going to turn it around because so it fits with the drain assembly that we just did. So now we can use the adjustable height to making sure that we have a good fit to the drain pipe coming down from the sink. There we go. See, now we have a good fit here. And now let's adjust the U-trap. I'm actually gonna stop. And tight. There we go. And that's step number 3. We're now starting step number 4. And that is to install the components that are needed in the toilet tank. I'm just gonna take the lid off. Water level indicator. And we are gonna attach that in the toilet tank with this adjustable lever so it fits to your tank. What we want to do is to making sure that we put it a little bit underneath what the existing water level is, so the pump shuts off at the time when the tank is full. I want to make sure the pump is engaged when the water level is down. When the water level goes up in the tank, I want the pump to stop, so I want it to be disconnected. For now, I'm just going to eyeball it here. I'm just going to put it right in the middle, and we just have to see where that fits in our tank. So I'm just going to put it in here over at the other end of the tank. And if you're able to see, you can see that it's actually breaking it's floating up the float. I'm going to lower it just a tad. Looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to take the wires here. It doesn't matter, you can attach either one. I'm just going to use the connector that came with the kit. And that's step number 4. We're now ready for the 5th and final step. Grab the power cord and find an outlet where you can plug it in. I don't have an outlet underneath the sink, so for right now I'm just going to use the outlet right here. Plug that in. And we can now close the door. I'm now going to start to put some water into the reservoir underneath the sink. We have now put a fair amount of water in the reservoir underneath the sink. So let's try it out. I've also put a blue chlorine tablet in the reservoir, so you're going to see a little bit of blue water coming through, which will also tell you when it's time to refresh and put a new chlorine tablet in. Let's give it a shot. Just going to hold this up so you can see the water come here. And there we go. You're now ready to save water with a sink to flush. The only thing that remains for us to do is to put the lid on the toilet tank. Make sure the electrical wires is out of the way. And there we go. Good luck.